The reason it's so easy to win in the world today is because the majority of people are perfectly prepared to lose. You have to wake up and you have to give a shit. You have to wake up and go, you know what? I'm responsible for my health, and I'm responsible for my finances, and I'm responsible for my family, and I'm responsible for my work ethic, and I'm responsible for my motivation, and I'm gonna win. That's all you have to do to be monumentally wealthy. And the reason it is so fucking easy is because most people can't do that. If everyone could do that, then to win would be hard. But luckily, God has put us in this version of the simulation where it is so brutally easy to surpass everyone around us. I look at people and just go, you haven't even fucking tried. It's like a race, and the gun goes off, and I start running as fast as I can, and I turn around, and no one's even moved. So I'm like, all right, well, I'll jog then. I'm nearly done, and no one's even moved. Then I start walking. Then I just lay down and just have a rest. And I look at the back of the finish line, the start line, and everyone's still standing there. I don't feel like running. I'm not motivated. I'm stressed. I'm depressed. Like, they're all just standing around the fucking start line. Yeah. And I'm right there at the finish line. And they're telling me like, oh, you're a bad person because you have money. I just gave a fuck about my own life. I just cared. How there are people waking up each morning and not giving a shit about their own life. It's very hard to inspire people to take initiative to save themselves. Oh, I need your help. Do you? I don't even see you trying. And that's how God views things. I haven't seen you do anything that warrants me giving you a second of my help. Even if you try and help normies, most of them are beyond help because they are self-sabotaging and lazy. I want to see that you give a shit. I like people who sit and say, I don't know what to do, so I'm going to do something. I don't know what to do, so I'm going to just do something positive. And men of honor do not allow the universe to decide for them. They decide their fate.
I became world champion, just became European champion. And like he said, we didn't have enough protein in our fucking diet. I became world champion without even fucking food. And you got these kids with millions and millions and millions. He ain't even got a six pack. It's embarrassing.
So what I say to men is, look, life's hard. It's always going to be hard. The only way to get out is to become excellent and perform at a level where your echelon is so high that you get to live this brand new experience. You need to become strong and smart and interesting and charismatic, powerful, well-known. You need to do it.
We must let the people at home know that enslavement's coming for their entire life and their bloodline unless they resist. Stop watching the fucking Super Bowl. Stop going to stupid concerts and instead be motivated about your family's future. If everybody cared about their country, like they care about these stupid fucking sports teams, then, or cared about their family, then the world would be fixed.
I have this saying and nobody seems to understand. I say money's not real. I can go buy a Ferrari today and my bank balance will look basically the same. Money isn't real. It's just numbers. It's all fucking invented. It's printed from the sky. It's garbage. You just have to find a way to make people understand your value. And yeah, it can just appear from absolutely nowhere. And I went from completely broke to hundreds of millions of dollars. When I was broke, when I was on a council estate in Luton, I thought everyone was poor. And now that I have money, it kind of feels like everyone's rich. I go to buy a Bugatti and they're like sold out. And it's crazy how many people out there have such ridiculous sums of money. Every time I saw somebody with genuine money, I understood that everything I was being told and taught and they were trying to make me believe just simply wasn't true. None of these people are getting these things by following the path that the system is trying to make me follow. And everybody intrinsically knows this. If you're at a BP, you're at a petrol station, and I pull up in my Lamborghini, nobody goes, wow, he went to school. They're like, drug dealer. And they do that because they know that the easiest way to amass wealth is to break the rules, because the rules are not designed to allow most people to make money. Most people who follow the path, work, consume, die. I knew that just working for money was a paradigm that wasn't true. And then it's certainly easier to make money now than ever before. To make quick, fast money now is almost easier than it's ever been. That has advantages and disadvantages. I was talking to a young guy the other day, and he was 22, I think, and he caught a crypto pump. He made like $4 million in the last bull run. I was like, bro, the problem with you is you've now been ruined for life because you're 22, you made easy money, and you think that you don't have to ever do any serious work. The problem is with the crypto pump, it doesn't teach you anything. I think he's in a lot of trouble, truthfully. But in terms of making money, it's certainly easier than it's ever been because we live in a global marketplace now. And all you have to do is have a message worth making people listen to. It's difficult, right? Because anyone can start a YouTube channel, but it's getting the views that's hard. It doesn't matter what you do. If you're getting attention, you'll make money from it. Investing in yourself, especially learning from somebody who is already doing what you want to do, is not risky. The people who believe that's risky are just stuck deep inside the matrix. They're going to pay 60, 70,000 pounds for a degree from university, which is one, completely useless. If I want to go learn piano, I want to see my piano teacher play piano. But people will go to university and learn business from a dude who's never had a business, who's broke. The smartest thing you can do is look at somebody's life and go, this guy is living, or he's doing exactly what I want to do. I'll learn from him. They'll give children loans to go to these schools, but you're not allowed to use the loan for anything else. If I were to say to the average 18-year-old, here's 50 grand. You can either start your own business, you can buy a crypto, fix your house up or your parents' house up, you can buy a nice car, or you can go get a degree. How many people do you think would choose a degree? Zero. So they link the loan to the degree. As soon as there's fair competition, nobody would choose it because it's such a terrible choice. Total waste of time. And that's why the whole educational system is a scam. If you want to be an architect, if you want to be a lawyer and you have to study law, that's fine. I personally never knew what job I wanted to do. These people seem to be very passionate about a particular trade. I just wanted to have a lot of money. I mean, in my experience, if I didn't have all this money and I had to go get a job again, I'd get a sales job. But they don't even, I don't know if they even teach sales in university. Yeah, it's all garbage. They don't teach anything important. They just teach anything. They teach things that are going to keep you inside the slave mind. And they want you to go to school and then go to college and then go to university and get in debt. And you have to be in debt, so that now you have to work. And then they want you to take on more debt if possible in the form of a mortgage, which a lot of people do, which we can talk about because I know you're the property guy. And once you're in debt, you can't really quit your job and it's very difficult for you to leave the country. And now they can hold things over you. That's the goal. It's all about control mechanisms, and the system is very well designed to make sure that people are conditioned to obey. It's very hard for the average person to say no to anything. Unless you have millions and millions and millions of dollars, it's very difficult to even have an opinion. I have friends with normal jobs, and they say to me in private, yeah, man, I wish I could talk at work. They can't say anything. HR will wreck them. You're not an opinion. You're not allowed to talk. It's just work, consume, die, shut up, believe what you're told. That's how it is. It's clown world. It's slavery. The average people come to me and say, what do I do? I'm just the average guy. And my only answer is stop being the average guy.
How do you develop an above average income? And the answer is become an above average person. Develop an above average handshake. Develop an above average smile. Develop an above average excitement. Develop an above average intensity to win. See, that'll change everything.
Any man out here who goes, I'm just going to work hard, do my bit, and obey the laws, and I'll have a good life. No, you won't. Just doing your job is never going to make you rich, because you're just going to be taxed into infinity and you're going to stay broke. The matrix can be cracked. You can make a bunch of money, but you need to take responsibility and do it.
For things to change for you, you've got to change.
Nobody else is going to wake up and care more about your life than you. If you won't wake up every day and say, I need to get rich, nobody else is going to wake up and say, I need to make him rich. You're the only person on the planet who can think it. And I always knew, I never doubted for a second I would be what I am. I was just like, there's no way that guy in the Ferrari who drove past me is a better person than me. Maybe he's smarter than me. Fine, I'll work him.
I don't have that natural beauty or that natural talent or this gift for creativity or intellect or humor. But what I got is I will outwork you.
You might be smarter. You might have more talent than me. Your daddy might own a company, but you will not outwork me.
But you cannot erase the work ethic part. Ain't no elevator to the top. You got to take the stairs. The elevator don't go to the top, man. Not in the world of success.
Look at somebody and say, it'll work if you work it. Whatever it is you are trying to build, if you won't sacrifice for it, if you won't be hungry for it, if you won't sweat for it, if you won't bury your pride and put in the work for it, you don't have the right to get it until you will stay up at night and go to school while other people are watching the game and read and work and pray to get to be whoever it is you are trying to be. You have not got the right. You need guts. You can't be this without guts. What is your dream? What is your goal? And how much work will you put into it in order to get what you're trying to get from God? How much? It will only work if you work it. If this message spoke to you as a man, you can either cower down and give up and let your wife become your mama, or you can stand up like a grown man and handle your business. Get out of your feelings. People will not work for emotional people who have meltdowns and freak out and hold grudges. You have to be bigger than that. We don't have time to deal with your attitudes, so stop popping your neck. Hold your head up, get yourself together, and get ready to fight the good fight of faith. I've been wondering why it didn't happen. I didn't realize I had to serve to lead. Nobody ever taught me how much it costs. Greatness is expensive. Succession is expensive. This does not work like your phone. This does not work like an app. You have to work it. And it doesn't happen overnight for most people. Yes, there are 1 or 2 people, but out of millions of people, those are only 1 or 2. The rest of us have to work it. Every discouraged person, every person who's been feeling like it's just not working, it's just not working, this was your message. If I never preach again, this was your message. It will work if you work it. You think you can wish your way up? You cannot wish your way up. It'll work if you work it. Remember these words. I rebuke every giving up spirit. I rebuke every quitting spirit. I rebuke every spirit of forlornment. I rebuke every spirit of frustration. The devil is a lie. He's trying to talk you out of your future and tell you you cannot do what God called you to do.
But don't worry, I think God has a plan for you. You should be trying your absolute best to get rich all of the time. And all of those lessons that will come with all the suffering and the difficulty will be amplified by the time you're a multimillionaire and you become the best version of yourself. That's how you become a top G. Guys, money is easy. The life you want is easy. All you have to do is fall in love with the work. And you're going to realize it wasn't actually that difficult. All it took was consistency and doing everything I'm supposed to do properly. If you try your very best in all things, you pray, and you're really thankful to God, you say thank you all the time, you start to become very lucky. You guys are truly running out of time. It's very important that you get your act together quickly. Your woman started an argument today. You've been texting back and forth. You don't have time. You have things to do. You need to sit at home and feel this fire inside of you because you do not have all of the money you want and your name has not been echoed into eternity. It's down to you. I can take you to the start line. I can tell you you can do it, but you have to be the one to run the race. I can't carry you. But when you do, it is worth it. To die for something, to live for something. That's the whole point in all of this. Don't let losers and brokies sit and say to you, oh, all our graves are the same, it doesn't matter. It does matter. You were not born to suffer and die without being remembered or leaving a mark on this planet. In the end, God gives you exactly what you deserve. So if you're not happy with your life, you have to ask yourself, do you really deserve more? You deserve what you have. You deserve your mediocrity. Every single thing I've ever wanted, I have got. Maybe not instantly, maybe not easily, in fact, certainly not both. And I put in enough work to show God and show the universe I deserve them, so he gave them to me. Now you should have enough respect for yourself that you're prepared to always put in the effort to give your best 100% because it is a habit. It's not about going to the training, it's about trying hard in the training, it's about giving it your all. Most people go through their entire adult life without trying 100% hardly ever. If you're gonna do it right. There's no point in half doing anything. You may as well have not done it at all.